Hello everybody and welcome to Gene's Reviews, movie reviews from a regular dude. Where I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, I react to YouTube videos. Today I've got one from Nukes Top 5 and this is called Top 5 Scariest Places on Earth. I like this is just interesting stuff to me. It's nothing paranormal or anything like that, but I just like stuff to do with this, so let's check this out.
Top 5 Scariest Places on Earth. China's Scariest Bridge. Now, if you have a fear of heights, this story might make you feel a bit anxious.
I do have a fear of heights.
In China's Hunan province, they've constructed a glass-bottom bridge between two cliffs. The bridge is suspended over 900 feet in the air and is open to up to 600 visitors at a time.
我不敢走妈，我害怕。不走，扶着你这个儿子。妈，我怕高啊妈。好，那我就扶着你这妈了，我不走了，你自个儿走吧。行，那咱们就恩断义绝。你走吧妈。
And if the glass bridge is just not scary enough for you, there's also a glass walkway that winds around the edge of a cliff at a breathtaking height of over 3,500 feet. Even scarier, at one point on the walkway there's a glass section that seems to shatter and crack right under your feet. But no worries, it's just a special effect designed to scare the tourists. And if all that's still not enough to scare you, then it's worth noting that China's previous glass walkway around Yuntai Mountain actually did shatter, sending terrified tourists running for their lives.
Laying down's not gonna help. I guess if you're afraid of falling, you can't fall if you're laying down though. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. There's no, you wouldn't even get me on it to start with. I mean, these people they're obviously scared of heights from the beginning. Why'd they even go on that bridge? You wouldn't get me on there right from the beginning. What about you? Would you?
Castle Rock cave diving. Now, if you're even slightly claustrophobic, this next story is pure nightmare fuel. Under a small stream in Fenimore, Wisconsin lies an underwater tunnel that locals have dubbed the Castle Rock Cave. The cave is a favorite among no-mount cave divers. The reason they're called no-mount cave divers is because the cave is so small that the divers have to actually remove the oxygen tanks mounted on their backs just to fit through the narrow cavern. In this clip, one diver even goes so far as to remove his helmet to slip through an especially tight spot.
Okay, I'm not a very good swimmer to start with, so I probably wouldn't do that. I've always wanted to kind of like go scuba diving or something like that, but not in no caves like that where you can barely fit through. I'm still a little bit too fat. I probably couldn't fit anyway, no matter if I took my oxygen tank off or not.
Mount Everest, Rainbow Valley. Through the years, over 4,000 people have attempted to climb to the summit of Mount Everest, the tallest mountain in the world. Of those 4,000 attempts, some have succeeded many have given up, and over 200 climbers have died on the mountain.
Today, 4 climbers were found dead on Mount Everest, and we have more from Jim Axelrod.
The 4 bodies discovered in a tent near the summit bring the total to 10 this season.
As horrible as that might be, it gets even worse. Since the trek up Mount Everest would be too treacherous for a body retrieval team, the 200+ bodies of the dead climbers are left on the mountain. They're still lying there, on the same spot where they took their last breath. Due to the freezing temperatures on the summit, the corpses are preserved for decades. Because of the brightly colored mountaineering suits worn by the hundreds of dead climbers, the area near the summit of Mount Everest has earned the macabre nickname, the Rainbow Valley.
Yeah, they can't remove them because it would be way too dangerous to try and get them out of there too. So I've heard that Mount Everest actually isn't the highest mountain. They've always thought it was, but I heard that it's, I don't know exactly, but I heard something to the effect of if you're going by sea level, there is a mountain that's actually higher than Mount Everest. I guess Mount Everest, I think, is a little bit above sea level, where it actually starts. Correct me if I'm wrong.
The Overton Bridge. This story might only be scary if you happen to take your dog with you on a vacation to Scotland. You see, there's a strange mystery surrounding the Overton Bridge in the city of Dumbarton. Over 50 dogs have jumped from the bridge to their death, and no one knows why. The Victorian-era structure has been given the morbid nickname, the Dog Suicide Bridge. Researchers have investigated the strange occurrences, but have never reached any definite conclusions about the odd canine behavior surrounding the Overton Bridge.
Smell or something.
Dr. David Sands suggests that the cause might be the dog's attraction to the animal smell of nearby minks in the brush below. However, locals aren't convinced. They say the theory doesn't fully explain why there are so many dogs jumping from just this one particular bridge. Residents claim to have seen dogs jump from the bridge, survive the fall, and climb right back up to the bridge and jump again. The more superstitious townsfolk believe the bridge to be haunted. Either way, most locals avoid the bridge completely when walking their dogs. The town has also posted signs to warn visitors to keep their dog on a leash while near the Overton Bridge.
I have 2 dogs and I wouldn't take either one of them on that bridge. I love my dogs too much. But yeah, I still think that it's something to do with smell, because they do have a really good sense of smell. Or maybe it is haunted. Maybe they're hearing something, because their hearing's really good too.
The Bolton Strid. The Bolton Strid on the River Wharfe in Yorkshire is the most dangerous stream in the world. Primarily because the Strid looks so safe and idyllic. It just looks like a small, pretty countryside stream. And that's where the danger hides. To explain the Strid, we have to go back upstream, where the River Wharfe is just an average river. Nothing odd, nothing dangerous. The problem is that as it moves downstream, it literally flips on its side, turning from a 30-foot wide river into a 5-foot wide stream that is 30 feet deep. This is the Strid. And to make matters worse, it's 30 feet of underwater caves and jagged rocks that can suck you right down and trap you inside. Through the years, there have been numerous tragic reports that start with either children or adults relaxing around the stream, not knowing the danger below. Either they decide to jump over the seemingly innocent stream but miss, or they simply fall in the water. And that's the end.
He's done for. He's lucky.
The Strid sucks them down into its 30-foot labyrinth of caves and doesn't let them back up. It is said that people who fall into the Strid have a nearly 100% mortality rate. Even worse, some never even float back to the surface and their bodies are never found.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either. I think I'd probably be one of those that gets trapped down there, never to resurface again. I thought the funniest one out of those 5 was the bridge, although to me it's kind of the scariest one because I really don't like heights, although I did bungee jump one time to try and get over my fear of heights a little bit, but it was just on one of those towers, and I just stepped off backwards with the cord in front of me, and then it just goes right up and you hang on to it like this. I did that, and it was pretty scary. I mean, my feet actually touched the bag, the airbag at the bottom. So, yeah, that was pretty scary, but I did it. But I still didn't conquer that fear. I'm okay with heights like in an airplane or something like that, but to be walking on that bridge, yeah, I'd be terrified. I know I would. And I'm not a good swimmer, so any of those that take place in the water, there's just no way I would even attempt any of them. I'll get into a swimming pool, I think. Like I said, though, I would like to try scuba diving someday, but I'd want to go with somebody who knows what they're doing for sure. And yeah, the bridge, walking the dogs on the bridge, like I said, I'd never take my dogs there because I love both my dogs too much. And I'd hate to see them jump off there. I still think that it's either something they're hearing or something they smell. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. That was 5 scariest places on Earth caught on camera from Nukes Top 5. So like, comment, subscribe, and I want to thank everybody who has subscribed. I really do appreciate all of my subscribers. I mean, you're great, and you're all leaving such great comments, and it's just wonderful. So thank you, everybody, and I will see you next time.